Let's meet him. Here now is the Premier-designate of Nova Scotia, Iain Rankin. Congratulations on the weekend win, sir. Must feel pretty good. You're taking over from Stephen McNeil. What will your first priority be?
Hi, Evan. Thanks for having me on your show. It definitely is COVID-19. We're still very much in the midst of a pandemic. We've fortunately been able to manage the cases and keep them low. But we need to keep our focus, be vigilant. I've already spoken with our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Robert Strang, and I'm getting a full briefing on that tomorrow. But that is the focus. Yeah,
you got the new variants coming in, and I know Nova Scotia's done better than almost anybody. Are you confident that, given the fear of the new variant, that the federal government will actually come through with a steady supply of vaccines, which has been a real tricky issue for other provinces?
That's the expectation, and I actually did already have the phone call with the Prime Minister yesterday. I brought that up. He continues to have a high degree of confidence that the schedule will come out as planned. There's also work with AstraZeneca, as you know, with the approval process and looking for more supply there. So we're ready to go. We have some of that rolled out with our high priority areas with healthcare workers, long-term care. And then we're going to start working backwards as the age cohorts, priority areas, and that's the expectation. And we continue to manage with our restrictions until we have a high degree of vaccinations out in the population.
What else did you talk to the Prime Minister about? Did he give you any indication, as many are expecting AstraZeneca is going to be approved this week, did he give you any indication, if it is approved, how soon your province will get delivery of it?
We didn't get into that level of detail. I'm sure from a provincial level, the team here at Public Health will talk about all of those aspects to that particular vaccine and what we can expect. Obviously, there's different circumstances on the way that it's stored. It doesn't need to the degree of the -40 like other vaccines. But I think that it's important that we just continue to keep with the strategy that we have. The Premier is still the Premier right now, working with Dr. Strang. We continue to have the mask policy and our restrictions in place and monitor our truckers and seasonal workers coming in. So that's going to continue.
One of the things that you've made a priority in your campaign was climate change, obviously the pandemic and climate change. A lot of folks are going to say, look, the economy's been decimated. Can you rebuild the economy and the need for a speedy rebuilding, as well at the same time invest in energy transition?
Absolutely. I think that's the main argument that I tried to make throughout the campaign, is that without having a strong foundational environment, you can't grow the economy. This low carbon transition is happening worldwide. The financial institutions are shifting their investments over to low carbon companies, and this renewable energy has gone down in price significantly. Our province relies too much on coal. We need to bring more wind and solar and other sources of renewable energy, and there's a lot of jobs associated with that transition, especially on the efficiency side. So that's part of my plan. I think that we can help stimulate economic growth in this budget in that way.
You're going to have to face the voters and get a mandate eventually. I know the opposition party, you know how it always works. They congratulate you with one hand and they're campaigning with the other. When will there be an election there?
Yeah, I just, coming off the end of this leadership race, I'm very happy with the results across the whole province. The team worked really hard to get support in every area. We're focused on getting ready for this next legislative session. A new cabinet will be sworn in. Once we have some progress on the initiatives that I've brought forward, building on our progress, then we'll start turning our eyes to what an election could look like.
All right, I gotta let you go, but you remember the Rankin family. How's your musical abilities? You got anything for us?
Bagpipes was my main instrument growing up. I attended the Gaelic College. Many of my first cousins play music in different bands as well, but it's definitely a traditional part of our culture in the Cape Breton area and in Nova Scotia. You may have seen the Facebook Kitchen Party group that went worldwide showcasing our music. I don't have the time as much to play these days, but it's part of my history.
Well, you better. You can't have that name and be from that part of the world and not have be able to play at a kitchen party. Premier-designate, great to have you on the program, and congratulations again.
Likewise, appreciate your time.